So whenever you're ready, we're going to meet in child's pose. Bring the toes together, the knees out wide, and slowly start to walk the hands all the way out in front of you as the forehead begins to connect to the earth. Taking several moments here to allow the body to soften. You breathe in through the nose. Notice the expansion in the belly and the length that's happening in the lower back. And exhale, softening closer towards the earth, towards your mat. Closing your eyes if they are not already closed. And with each inhale, consciously send the breath into the lower back, lengthening, and exhale, softening, creating the length, taking up the space that you've created. Beginning to let go of any thoughts that may be going through the mind. Bring that awareness to your breath. Relaxing your jaw, your face. And using this practice to connect the breath to the body. On your next inhale, you can slowly start to come back or come into your tabletop position, stacking the hips over the knees, the shoulders over the wrist, gaze slightly forward as you press into the palms. Softening through the grip, using the fingertips to create more length through the back body. Beginning with a few rounds of cat-cow. Inhale, drop the belly, raise the gaze. And exhale, rounding in, having the option to keep the eyes closed or having a soft downcast gaze. Two more. You can bend through the elbows, bringing the chest forward, pressing through the palms. Exhale, roll it in. Beginning to unravel through the body, through the spinal column. Last one. And exhale, taking it into your cat. Inhale, coming back to center, into your tabletop. And as you're ready, tuck the toes under, keeping a bend in the knees as you take the hips up towards the sky, downward facing dog. So keeping the bend in the knees to create more length through the back body, allowing the crown of the head to just hang heavy towards the earth. And then you can start to straighten one knee, switching it out to walk the dog. Notice where you may feel this today. You can even start to bend through the knees, but take the hips from side to side with each bend to get more into the shoulder girdle, to the intercostal muscles, the lats. Coming back to center, coming onto the tippy toes, bend through the knees, and then slowly start to roll it forward, finding your high plank. Relax the face, exhale, take it back, downward facing dog. And now walking the hands back towards the feet, finding a forward fold. If it feels okay, clasp each elbow, a little ragdoll here. Slowly rock from side to side, rolling out the shoulders, the neck. Leaning forward, keeping the weight out of the heels as you slowly release the elbows, hands back down towards the earth, walk it all the way out into your high plank. Inhale. Exhale, drop the knees. You can keep the toes tucked under here. Slowly start to lower the chest down to the mat. Elbows facing back. Chin connects. And then you can start to slide the legs all the way down, tops of the feet towards the earth. Bringing them up, squeezing the shoulder blades together down the back. Inhale, lift it up into your baby cobra. Exhale, slowly lower down, connecting the forehead towards the earth. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, coming up, baby cobra. Exhale, taking it down. 1 more inhale, lift it up maybe a little higher. And exhale, slowly coming all the way down. Tuck the toes under, coming up onto the knees, and then press it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, reach the right foot up towards the sky, toes facing down towards the earth. And then if it feels okay, you can open up through the hip, pressing the right shoulder down to meet the left, and then bend through the right knee. If it's comfortable for you, starting to make little circles, waking up the hip, and taking that into the opposite direction. And then coming back up to center. Exhale, bringing the knee in towards the nose, almost this plank-like position, and then step the right foot through. Here's where the blocks may come in handy. If you have those with you, again, not necessary. Finding your runner's lunge, shimmy sham it back and forth, opening up, and then finding stillness. The right knee is directly over the ankle. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forehead to knee. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, dropping the left knee down towards the earth. Untuck the toe, bring the hands up towards the thigh. Taking your time, you can even bring the hands towards the hip crease, descending down towards the earth. Coming back to the thigh, now taking the hands to heart center. Inhale. Exhale, a little deeper in your lunge. And then inhale, reaching the arms up overhead. Exhale, interlace the hands behind the back, pressing the fingers or the knuckles down towards the earth, gazing slightly up. 2 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Starting to unravel. Inhale, reaching the arms up overhead, palms together. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, lean forward, and then exhale, find a twist, placing the left elbow to the outside of the right knee. The hands come to heart center. 2 more full cycle breaths, allowing the breath to teach you today, to be your teacher, your guide for your body. 1 more, inhale, and exhale. Unravel, coming back to center, plant the hands, and then start to press the hips back into a half split. You can bring the toes up towards the sky, the heel towards the earth. Again, having the option to use the blocks wherever you need in this lunging series. Inhale to lengthen, and exhale, think about pressing the right hip back and down. Inhale, and then exhale, maybe taking it to 1 more space. Staying for 3 full cycle breaths here. Last inhale on this side, descend the hips towards the earth. Notice the right hip, the glute. Exhale, melting, softening in. Inhale, gaze forward, and now keeping the feet where they are, start to walk the hands towards the left corner of the mat or even the outside of the mat. Inhale to create the length in the body, and then exhale, press the hips to the right. Notice the sensation in the back of the right leg. Each inhale, take that opportunity to scan the body, and use the exhale to soften, allowing the nervous system to relax. Then inhale slowly, walking back to center, finding your low lunge. Plant the hands, tuck the left toes under, step it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, bend through the knees, come onto the tippy toes, bring the chest towards the thighs, and then exhale, roll back, downward facing dog. Inhale, coming onto the tippy toes as you exhale, slowly roll forward, finding your high plank. Inhale, exhale, having the option to drop the knees or lower down chaturanga. Pressing the triceps in towards the body. Inhale, roll it up, upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale, roll over the toes, downward facing dog. Same thing on the opposite side, lifting the left leg up towards the sky, toes facing down. Take your time. Then you can go ahead and open up through the hip. And now you can bring the heel down towards the glutes. And now you can make those little circles if that felt good on the other side. And also always being aware of the differences from side to side. This can change from day to day. Take it into the opposite direction. Coming back into your three-legged dog. Inhale, exhale, knee in towards nose. Inhale, kick it back. Exhale, knee in towards nose, and go ahead and step the left foot through. Finding your lunge, if you want to grab your blocks, you have that opportunity. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forehead to knee. Inhale, gaze forward with a smile. Exhale, forehead to knee. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forehead to knee. Inhale, gaze forward, dropping the right knee down. Go ahead and bring the hands towards the thigh. Now maybe towards the hip. Back to the thigh, find your low lunge. Softening through the face. And as you're ready, bring the hands to heart center. Inhale, reaching the arms up overhead. And exhale, take it behind the back. Interlace the fingertips, opposite pinky in front. Press the hands towards the earth, chest towards the sky. 2 more breaths. 1. Staying strong. And then inhale, reach the arms up overhead, palms together. Exhaling, hands to heart center. Inhale, lean forward. Exhale, twist to the left. Right elbow to the outside of the knee. First 3 full cycle breaths, starting to unravel the muscle away from the ribs. Giving those internal organs a nice massage in this twist. 1 more breath here. Inhale, coming back to center. Exhale, plant the hands, press the hips back, half split. Toes up, and having the option to take the blocks. It's always nice for a little added support. Allows the body to relax. Imagine the left hip coming back and down. Inhale, lengthen, and then exhale, melt in. Always taking your practice from a different angle, a different view day to day. Just to unravel all of those little knots you may be holding on to in the body. And using the breath to soften in to that space. One more inhale. Exhale, fullest expression. Inhale back to center. You can remove the blocks to the side if you have those. And as you're ready, walking the hands towards the right corner of the mat, or maybe a little bit off the mat. Inhale, lengthen, and then exhale, softening in, pressing towards the left. Ooh, it feels so good. There's always a tighter area of the body for me. And that's what yoga does teach us, is to become aware and be able to unravel these areas. To be aware and allow the mind to signal that muscle to soften and relax. Inhale, slowly coming back to center, finding your low lunge. Plant the hands, tuck the right toes under, downward facing dog. Inhale, pressing the chest towards the thighs, shoulders towards the ears, and then exhale, roll the shoulders down the back. 2 more breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more inhale. And exhale. And inhale, raising the right leg up towards the sky. As you exhale, bring the knee in towards the nose, stepping the right foot through. Inhale, gaze forward, runner's lunge, and then exhale, lifting up, bringing the hands to the hips. Finding a high lunge. Often in a high lunge, this left hip will want to come back. So think about pressing the left hip forward, right hip back, squaring and descending towards the mat. And then when you're ready, reaching the arms up towards the sky, exhale, drop it down the back. And now taking the left wrist into the right hand, inhale, lift the shoulder up towards the ear, and then exhale, take it over towards the right, getting into the left hip flexor. One more breath here. And then inhale, coming back to center, palms together, exhaling, hands to the heart. Inhale, twisting towards the right, keeping the hands at heart center, a little easy twist here. For 3, 2, 1 more breath, inhale. And exhale, twist. Inhale to center, exhale, plant the hands. Inhale, gaze forward, exhale, straighten through the right leg, finding this variation of a pyramid pose. Inhale to lengthen, create space through the back body, through the back of the right leg, and exhale, use the space you created. And now starting to walk the hands, both hands to the inside of the right foot, and then walk it all the way to center, bringing the feet parallel to each other, toes facing forward, wide-legged forward fold. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to fold. If you would like to have a block here for some added support, that's always a nice option. Three full cycle breaths. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold, elbows facing back, dropping the crown of the head towards the earth. Leaning forward to keep the weight out of the heels, get more length in the back body. And then as you're ready, start to walk the hands towards the back of the mat, bringing the left foot forward, finding your lower left toes forward, finding your runner's lunge. Shimmy, shim it back and forth. If you need to grab your blocks here, I kind of forgot to say that. You can go ahead and grab the blocks. Inhale, gaze forward, and then bring the hands towards the hips, slowly finding a high lunge. Descending towards the earth. Finding a place of comfort as we're strengthening as well as lengthening. And then inhale, reaching the arms up overhead, ears towards, or shoulders towards the ears. Exhale, drop it in, softening. Inhale, exhale. Bring the palms together, exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, exhale, twist to the left. For 3, 2, 1 more breath. Inhale, slowly coming back to center. Exhale, plant the hands, straighten through the left leg, finding that lunge. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, fold. 3 more breaths. Soften through the face, through the jaw. Unraveling through the hips as you press the left hip back. Exhale. And then bring both hands to the inside of the left foot. Start to walk it back to center, finding the wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. And inhale, halfway lift. Bring the hands now underneath the face, preparing for frog pose. So you might want to walk the heels off the back of the mat here and heel toe the feet together slightly, a little over a meter or so, and then start to bend through the knees, walk the hands forward until the knees come down towards the earth. Toes go out wide, so you have basically a 90-degree angle back here. So you can take your time to set up. This is an intense hip opener. This may be where you are today. Could even feel good to grab a block if this is a little too much and bring the hands up to a block. Other options are to bring down to the elbows or the forearms down to a block or all the way down to the mat. And another option would be to cross forearm over forearm, allowing the head to relax down. Slowing down your breath. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, press the hips towards the heels. As we are practicing this unraveling and unwinding, this can have a very intense sensation, not only in the body, but in the mind. So use your breath to guide you. As long as you are gentle with yourself, you will not get hurt, and it will feel so good when we come out of this pose. For 3 more breaths, making each one a little deeper, a little longer, and exhale, softening. And then on your next inhale, as slowly as you can, remembering gentle with yourself, walk the hands back, tuck the toes under, lifting the hips back into that variation of a forward fold. And then you can walk the hands towards the front of the mat and just step the feet back, high plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower the knees down towards the earth. Start to walk the hands back towards the knees as you sit the hips on the heels. Palms facing down on the thighs. And as you're ready, roll over onto one hip as you extend both legs out in front of you, taking that fleshy part away from the sits bones. Flex through the feet, pressing into the fingertips, puff the chest slightly forward. The heels maybe even lift off the mat. There's so much engagement here. Inhale, lengthen, and then exhale. You can start to fingertip it forward, bringing the hands towards the outside of the heels. As soon as the chest starts to round down, you can stop there. So if this is really intense, you may just want to stay with the hands back towards the hips. Each inhale, send the fresh oxygen to revitalize the body all the way down into the lower back. Expand through the belly, and exhale, take it a little bit deeper. 3, 2, 1 more breath here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, slowly start coming back up to center. Now bring the soles of the feet together for butterfly pose. Heels as close to the groin as possible. Taking the thumb to the pad of the foot, opening the foot just like a book. This may be enough for today. Or if you want to take it a little deeper, keeping this length through the spine. Inhale, exhale, start to fold forward. The elbows can come towards the calves to assist the knees closer towards the earth. Keeping that long line of energy from the tailbone through the crown of the head. You don't need to push the neck down, don't look up. Think about keeping the cervical spine just as straight as the lumbar, as the thoracic spine. 3, 2, 1 more breath here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, slowly coming back up to center. You can bend through the right knee as you take the left heel to the outside of the right hip. So the left knee is facing forward. We're taking a twist. The right foot's going to come to the outside of the left thigh. I like to hug the right knee into the left elbow crease, so you get a little not only twist, but a nice sensation in the right hip. Taking the right hand behind you onto your fingertips, use this as a kickstand to puff the chest forward. Inhale, lengthen, and then exhale, twist, maybe gazing over the right shoulder. Each inhale, use that to lengthen through the back body, through the chest, and use the exhale to twist a little deeper. 2 more, softening through the face, starting to unravel, unwind. On your next inhale, gaze forward, and then exhale, unwind, a little counter twist. Bring the hands over towards the left. Ooh, that feels really nice on the back today. And go ahead and switch it out. Bringing the right heel to the outside of the left hip, placing the left heel or the left foot over towards the right. Hug the knee into the elbow crease. It's always nice to take the time to set up so that you know what you're supposed to feel. Use the left hand as a kickstand, puff the chest forward, inhale, exhale, twist. For 3 more full cycle breaths. One more inhale, exhale. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, start to unwind. Find that little counter movement. Ooh. And then extending both legs all the way out in front of you. Bringing the arms parallel to the mat. Slowly roll it down, 1 vertebrae at a time. Hugging both knees in towards the chest as you meet the mat. Taking these small little circles around the lower back. Take it into the opposite direction. And then find a happy baby. Bend through the knees, soles of the feet towards the sky. See if you can take the hands to the outer edge of the foot. If not, you can always grab the shins or right below the knees on the thighs. And then pressing the thighs towards the side body. And this is called happy baby for a reason. So if you want to play a little bit, bring a smile to the face, just like a happy baby, extending one leg, extending the other, maybe extend both. Anything that's going to feel good for you, yogi's choice. Thinking about pressing the hips towards the earth. And one day the entire spinal column will meet the mat. Coming back into stillness in your happy baby. And then hugging both knees in towards the chest. Rock it from side to side. And then go ahead and extend both legs up towards the sky. Hands can come down to the side, finding a waterfall. You can roll the ankles out, take it into one direction. Maybe take it into the opposite direction. Not maybe. And then coming back to center, point and flex the feet. Point, flex, and observe or be aware of those sensations running through the shin, through the calf. And now go faster and faster and faster. You might feel a burn, that's okay. Waking up the circulatory system, and then come finding stillness. A few more moments in your inversion. And close your eyes, relax your forehead, the third eye. Relax your jaw. And then slowly, using the core, start to bring the legs all the way down to the mat, finding your final pose, Shavasana. Most important pose of the practice. Allowing the nervous system time to soak in the benefits of this journey. Closing your eyes. Wiggle the sacrum down, shoulders, Allow the feet to just fall open. Relax the tongue away from the roof of the mouth. We'll take 3 cleansing breaths together as we did in the beginning of this practice. When you're ready, breathe in through the nose, send it into the belly, the ribs, the chest, and exhale, sigh it out as loud as you can. 2 more like that, maybe even sticking out the tongue, breathing into the lungs, the back body, the side body, and exhale, softening in. And last cleansing breath together here. Having the option to stay in Shavasana as long as you would like this morning. The longer, the better. Thank you for allowing me to share this practice with you. The divine light in me honors the divine light in you. Namaste.